using Stomp. Should we try a couple dungeons with it? We could try it. Let me respec for it. I don't think it'll feel good right now. We could try. So, in order to progress Stomp, you actually have to put a point into it, even though you already have 1 point. Okay, so taking points out of this wouldn't do anything either. Okay. Then I don't know if that's worth it then to me. I don't know, man. It would work well with what I'm doing with my build, though. It truly would. It kind of would. Could be interesting. Johnny Mango, big flex for you. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate this 5 subs. We could try it. We could try it. I'll grab it. I'm sure I missed it there. Yeah, exclamation mark fat loss. When I say that, that's what I'm talking about. Here you go. So exclamation mark usually means that it's a command. So if you type that command in the chat, it'll link you something. There you go. We could try it in a low level dungeon. We could. I gotta change my whole keybind setup, so now I'm gonna like probably get weirded out a little bit, but we'll see. We will figure it out. It'll be fine. Let's run like a little baby dungeon. Try that one. A teeny tiny BB dungeon. Now, remember, my stuns do cause targets to bleed out, so. What's am I playing on PC? I think it happened to me one time, Kosa. One time. Wait, are you sure you're playing Barbarian?
I need time.
I feel like the druids look a little portly sometimes. Barbarian's pretty buff. There's Get It, Good. Thank you, man. Big flex for you. That's who get the subs. Thank you, man.
I need time.
Pumping us up. All right, let's try this Stomp tech. I'm kind of down. I'm kind of down for it. So give it a try. I mean, I sound like a druid, yeah. But you have to put 2 points in your little builder. But now we have 2 points in Stomp. But I don't even know if it's really worth doing that. I think the other necklace. If I have to put a point in it, then having 2 points in it doesn't really do anything. See how it goes, though. Oh, well. Feels like you chose wrong. Well, I think you just might be playing a druid. What abilities do you have? Do you have the abilities that I have? Here we go. Let's try this out. Whoops. Alright. What's that cooldown looking like? Like, I'm stomping first, I need to be doing this. This is a little bit weird, because it's going to take some getting used to having cleave here. I don't know if I like that, actually. Okay, I think I have to change something real quick. It's fine, though. Maybe it's okay? Oh yeah, another big part of it is my fortification generation is also gonna be weird. That might be part of it. And also when I'm spamming to loot, I'm just gonna stomp randomly sometimes. Yo, Valito, thank you so much for the prime, man. Big flex for you. Appreciate it, dude. Is that the Valito from WoW? What's up, dude? What up, what up? Appreciate the primer, man. Did I replace? Yeah, I did. Yeah. It just I want that item. It just won't drop at a high enough eye level for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have problems with Fortify if I do this.
I must wait.
Yeah, that could be weird. Now, I could 100% do this. When I get Warbringer, I definitely could do this. If I get more rage generation and I can fortify off of what's it called? Spending rage instead of overcapping rage, we could definitely do this build. Definitely could. Because Stomp becomes like a little mini rupture. It's kind of cool. I need more CDR. And I need more. I need fortification that doesn't require me to overcap rage. But I guess it potentially can help me overcap rage, but not super reliably. You know? So, been a while. What's up, man? Yo, you playing some D4? Appreciate that Prime, dude. Really. Cool to see the WoW homies checking in. D4's pretty sick, dude. It's pretty sick. Bit of adjusting, but your original Bleedzerker top notch. Thanks, man. Yeah. Well, it's like it's a natural progression of the build. Honestly, it's just I think my guy's just not quite there yet. I don't have all the tools I need, but yes,
Not ready yet.
it can be done. Although, no, you know what? No, it could work right now too. I just need to change one of the aspects, which would be like a bit of a stopgap until I get Warbringer. What I'll do is I'll just put fortification generation
Not ready yet.
on lucky hit when I'm berserking, like just off an attack. That could work because I am berserk a lot, and the stun is nice because it is offense defense. But I'm not currently invested. Well, no, I have a little bit of damage from stun. In fact, the enemies do bleed out when I stun them. So. Other thing I could do is I could do just they take more damage while stunned. That also might be good. I do like that the Stomp is so responsive though. So busy and I wrote that with the PhD program. Sheesh. My sister just like she just like finished her PhD program, but I think she still has like internship or something like that. But yeah, like it's a lot. It's a long time too. Definitely. Like it's stun them mid jump, which is good. The Champions Demise dungeon is nice though. There's just a lot of mobs. Is he like immune to stun? Yeah, we're just gonna die periodically so I don't have Fortify. Like I died to like dinky mobs there. My defenses are pretty okay, but without the setup that I'm used to, the fortification is gonna be kind of tricky. You say it's better than Worm build? I don't think so. I can just be more heads up about it too. Fortify is a pretty big deal in my defense. So yeah, I think we can make one change and then try it. Because the my chest piece, I'm really in love with what I have on there anyway. Yeah. It could be good though. It could be good. How do you say the updated build? It's so my YouTube channel is the best thing. We'll update it on Mobalytics periodically, but there's not like an armory for Diablo. So like when I'm making like changes and I'm testing stuff, that's not really updated in real time. So yeah, that's how that works. You got ads? Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. We do run 3 minutes of ads after 30 minutes of gameplay on this channel. And ads are really a nice way to support the content for free, so I appreciate you tolerating them. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in like experimenting with stuff in this game, so it won't always be the same exact build.
Not ready yet.
I think I like the style of stomping, making them take more damage. And then I'll probably do, if I'm gonna play Stomp, which I think I can, what I will probably do is use the glyph there where stomping, like stun makes them take more damage, and my ground, when I stand in my little earthquake that's created by my ground stomp, I do more damage. I'll probably use that combo instead of the bleeding. Hitting a bleeding enemy has a lucky hit chance to stun them, and then they take damage from stun. This is just better. Like a better way to do it. It just requires like some extra stuff that you don't always have in your build early on.
I must wait.
Not fortified anymore. If we chop, we will get fortified. This guy's powering him up. We also need to make sure we have Barry all the time. It's a tanky boy. Definitely can get a little awkward when we don't have Fortify. But again, we should be able to generate Fortify pretty good if I put the Berserk lucky hit thing. It's not as reliable, but it could work. Scott, thanks so much, dude. Big flex that took it to subs, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Well, yeah, because what happens is your build just grows over time, you know? It just grows. And as you get, like, more stuff to fill in, like, requirements, you can expand it, which is cool. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe we'll switch into, like, the Stomp Bleedzerker style. Because that was a progression that I wanted to make. I just didn't think we were quite ready for it. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, the double swing thing, that really, like, stuns. Definitely. This is a way that this build could transition to PvP too, sort of.
I'm not ready yet.
The Stomp. Because yeah, imagine everything's taking like 1 billion more damage right now. Right?
I'm not ready yet.
Imagine. They're getting shockwave like that right there when there's everything's grouped up and I can keep my fortify. That felt really good.
I must wait.
Now, sometimes it does not feel as good. Like right now, when things are just like super sketch, it's like, eh. Don't really have any rage, don't have any way to fortify. I have to just like run away from my shouts.
I'm not ready yet.
We can go back in though, but still, they have a shielder. But then again, that could just be part of the playstyle, right? You don't have your shouts up, you run away. I don't like returning to that playstyle, but that's kind of what you have to do anyway. Realistically. Definitely feeds into itself, though. It's cool. It was definitely, this was one of the things I wanted to try, so. Here's the suggestions I tried today. But you see how that Stomp does so much damage to them? It's kind of nice, but I don't think I'm going to stick with that forever, but for right now, it is kind of cool. I think that the other one's better, though. Because it doesn't require you to stomp during a bleed, you can just stomp.
I'm not ready yet.
I guess I could also use the thing where my CCs last like way longer when I'm healthy. That guy should be kind of sick with this build. Be a big stun boy. Yeah, this is a little bit weird. Rage, but it's okay. We're alright, we're alright. Nice. Nice. Looking good, looking good. And Getaku, big flex for you, that fresh stuff, man. Thank you, dude. Oh, baby. With the sub of the double gifties as well. Thank you, man. When I get the subs with the mount, go to my inventory. How do I know how to get it? So, !D4 mount will give you like a little text blurb if you need to read it. But you give 2 subs, you'll get a notification on Twitch. That notification will give you a code and a link to BNet. You manually type that code into BNet to redeem the mount. Not real complicated, but it's like a couple steps. One hander and gloves. I'll show you in a sec. Right now I'm using like the stun combo where my bleeds have a chance to stun. But if we go into this, I'm going to change that. We're going to go into some other stuff. I'm also using the Butcher's Cleaver, which I will probably swap off of. So because I need other aspects that aren't. And we're just going to go to stun up here. Papa, for thanks to the Prime, man. Big flex for the 6 months, dude. Appreciate it, man. So how does the Stomp work without basic attack? You're kind of you have like 2 dead talent points, which is a bit of a bummer. But once your rage generation and for me fortify generation, that's just a unique problem with my build, are solved, then you can drop your basic attack to get Stomp. But you have to still put 2 points in your basic attack, so having some plus skills in your build is nice. Not required, but it is nice. So I have like a +1 defensive skills amulet, which is not as good as what I'd like, but right now what you do is you actually bleed things up first and then Stomp. But eventually what I'll do is I'll Stomp before I bleed things up.
I'm not ready yet.
Which maybe makes a little more sense. Kind of interesting though, huh? Another progression of the build. Oh, this will be fun.
I'm not ready yet.
I wish you got rage on Stomp, depending on how many mobs you hit, too. Yeah, you gotta get your shouts on a low enough cooldown. You gotta get your fortify solved. You gotta get your rage generation solved, which is also very related to your shout cooldowns. And then you can do this. Which is very cool. Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop the Butcher's Cleaver, because I'm gonna need another thing. We might even drop Edge Masters. I'm trying to figure out if we have to. Because we need to, for this to really fully function, we're gonna need like 3 different aspects. I don't even have them all right now, but we can get the build started. Just practice the playstyle, I guess. But yeah, what we're gonna want is we're gonna want smiting to do extra damage to stun targets. We're gonna want the crit on low health. Oops, I need to go back to the other place. We want crit on low health that makes mobs, like, or makes my stuns or CC applied, like, greatly amplified when I'm healthy. And then I'll probably just do the ground stomp thing where it gives me an earthquake, where if I stand on the earthquake I do more damage. Probably grab that. I wonder if it could run into problems fighting bosses, but if you really have insane like stuff generation, I usually kill like 1 cycle the boss anyway. I usually kill the boss during my first shout, so it might not be good for Uber Lilith, but I think it'll definitely blast pretty good. Oops.
Can't lift more.
Okay. Let's see. With this cooldown reduction shout, this thing is gonna look crazy too. Gonna fight some mobs. Just stomping the crap out of everybody. Custom, thanks for the 2 subs. Mr. Llama called you handsome over the stream. Oh, what? He's a very sweet man. Very handsome man as well. Very kind, very kind. I appreciate the love. He hit us up with the raid the other day, which I definitely appreciate. I'm gonna have to get some raids to catch up on once we stop doing the drop-a-thon. Gotta pay back some of the love. It's gonna get weird. We gotta get some fortify going. Here we go. Stop pumping him up. Uh-oh. Okay, that was lucky. Gotta spam some potions. I also like it in my build where I don't have to use potions. The build just kind of sustains itself. That's nice. But thank you, Mr. Llama. Very kind. We love Mr. Llama. One of my favorite things about him is he makes like real long videos of his speedruns and stuff. So when I was up in the middle of the night with our, you know, newborn baby boy years back, I liked watching his speedruns because that's just what you do. Got a little baby, needs some food, needs some time to walk around and hang out with him. That's how it works. Let's see, are there anything that's really annoying? Lightning storm? Get that thing out of here. Yep. Yeah, Goth raided us today too, yeah. Crazy. I know, when I said that I realized that is wild. Years back with Archer. Kinda insane. Does what proc often? Sorry, I might have missed that one. Oh, snap. Just got a fight going here. Okay. These dudes are dead.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, but it is kind of weird to be like entirely reliant on shouts, but could work. And if I have things that amp my my damage during a stun, it's gonna feel really fun too. I think. I'm down. I'm down. Has stun chance on the? It's a lucky hit, so not super great. I don't like lucky hit. Let's see how this feels on a boss. Might be okay, but yeah, without any kind of like builder, it might feel weird. Like right now, I'm just like I shouldn't have popped Wrath of Berserker is what it was.
I must wait.
Well, yeah, if I have my shouts, then we're good. So basically, what I need is I need that other chest back. I mean, honestly, didn't feel that bad against the boss, but we need the other chest. That would be good too. Everything CDR. Everything CDR. This build is screaming. Yes, just screaming and stomping. Yeah. Exactly. Lilith shrines are cumulative. You have to find them on your main. No. That you find them on your main. It's all your characters. Yeah. when those builds start popping off. So if you're leveling, my recommendation would be to watch my leveling video, !leveling. Watch that first. Kind of just want to see what this loot is. Watch that first, and then you can move into the bleed build. After the bleed build, you can move into the Bleedzerker build, and then after Bleedzerker starts to pop off, then you can move into this, which is also very cool. All right, so we got to do a little bit of gear fiddling. Just a little bit. A little bit of gear fiddling here. I'm gonna put the cleaver back in the bank. I love the cleaver's very fun, but we got to put it back in the bank. I think for right now we can keep. We just don't need a chance to stun on bleed. We can keep the bleed makes them take more damage though. That is kind of cool. What we must do is we must get this heal off of the chest. We're gonna put something else on there. We're gonna put the chance to fortify when berserking. Now, I gotta go check my bank and see. Okay, so this is so much less. Okay, let's double check and make sure that we don't have a better one in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a chance to fortify off of, it's not basic attacks, surely. Direct damage, okay, good. Had to make sure about that one. A repair symbol? Oh yeah, we'll do that, thanks. Good call. Like, yeah, being able to like search for like fortify here would be good. Barrier is also awesome. If we don't like this little fortify business, we're just gonna go to barrier. Okay. I don't want to weapon swap barrier or fortify. That's maybe more consistent, but I don't know.
I must wait.
The different colored aspects mean whether it's ancestral, sacred, or normal. So here we go. Chest, the little heal over the little heal thing. Not in love with that. Not in love with that. What we want to do is this: chance to fortify whenever you deal direct damage while berserking. That should help a little bit, I think. Okay.
How nice.
And our weapon. That's fine. Gloves. We're gonna. Can I change that on gloves? Yeah, I can change smiting to gloves. So if we need a much better roll on this. This is one of the things that needs to happen. We need a better roll on that, but I think for now we'll just roll with it. Is this the pace you're gonna stream this game for long term, or is it gonna round out? Like, I know you stream 2 times a day. Didn't know if that's the pace. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We get to play a lot of video games. It's a perk of the job. But there may come a time when the yeah, let's put on gloves right now. If I wanted to, eventually we can maybe switch the barrier to gloves, and we could do more, like 80% more damage to stun targets. That could be insane. What we will probably eventually do is not run the VODs in between. But I'm also there. I don't know. I think it's also kind of interesting how the VODs are doing well. Yeah, so for right now, we'll put it here. Because this is still doing more damage. Or is it? It'd be 52% more damage to stun enemies, but I don't know if I have a barrier thing. I think we just keep the barrier extra damage for now, but yeah, we could eventually do that. That'd be really interesting. I don't think I have a better barrier yet. Should we go check? Just make absolutely double sure. Because the extra damage to stun enemies like that is insane. It would nerf my boss damage though. Let's just take a quick peek. Yeah, the VODs to me are actually kind of interesting. It's kind of a fun vibe, but I feel like it wouldn't really succeed at a level that would be worth it without the drops, of course, right? Zandy, thanks for the 2 subs. Big flex for you. Enjoy your mount. Thank you. Yeah, so whenever a VOD is running, we wouldn't be. Oh, we have this. Oh, okay. Whenever Avad is running, we wouldn't be live anyway. Is how that works. And Zexy, thank you so much as well. Big flex for you in the Sukkot subs. Is Barb fun? Yeah, it's really fun. But I like Warrior in like every game I play ever, so keep that in mind. Okay. Do we have any more damage while with a barrier? No. Okay. So that means that we have options. That means we have options. And Muskalol, thank you so much for your 2 get the subs. Big flex for you too. Thank you. And thank you once again for choosing this stream to get your mounts. You haven't found an accelerating? They drop fairly frequently for me, but it may be a level range thing. Right? You may need to get to be a certain level before they start dropping. Because I do have a couple of those. Thankfully. Okay, so we have a couple of disobediences laying around, which is cool. Distant enemies have a chance to be stunned. I'm pretty sure. Since I don't have barrier, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my gloves for now, and because we can find a better rolled one of these and a barrier, then we can upgrade it. Earthquake, I don't think we're using this yet. I don't think Earthquake is better yet than Edge Masters, but Edge Masters may have to go. I think all we need to do right now is just put this on my gloves, and then we're pretty still much good to go. I think so. Unless we want to put that Earthquake buff up on there right now. Taking 36% of your bleed damage
Such poor equipment.
when I stun is kind of good. But I wonder if just doing 15% more damage is a more smooth play style. You know what I mean? Okay, so stun targets are going to take more damage. That's going to feel good. I can also do standing still damage too, which would be interesting. Pick up a Slaughterhouse build. It's moving. It's moving. I didn't love the playstyle of Rupture, but you can do it if you want. I'll show you the mount. Yeah, I will. I will. Yeah. Taking 30% of the damage that they would have taken to the bleed. I feel like I'm just stunning first so much. Let's hold on to this. Let's keep this in mind. Ah, I almost forgot to do this. No, we didn't. No, we're good. Okay. So this should help. This should help my fortify. That could be so much more though. That should help my fortify. This should allow us to do more damage when stunned, which could be way better rolled. We still have the Berserk extension. We still have the shielding. We still have Edge Masters for now. And we still have stunning them deals damage to them. So all those are good. The only thing that relies on lucky hit is that is fortify. But we weren't getting any fortify before. We don't really need healing. What we need is fortify. So I think that's an improvement. I think that's an improvement. Thanks, Zexy. Appreciate it. What's your other setup when you're moving around? Are you on a bike? Treadmill. This is still it's the same setup. I just have a desk that I can raise and lower. So in the evening time I do treadmill. How am I stunning? With Stomp. With Stomp. We're actually dropped. We're not even using Flay right now. And I also wonder. I think what I'm gonna do is put on the other necklace. Because I want to like this one. I want to like it, I just don't. The plus defensive skills is not that worth it to me because it doesn't give you the skill. Like you can't, like, in order to progress the skill, you still have to be talented into it. So it doesn't really help me. The next rank does bring the cooldown of it down though, so that's actually kind of a big deal. It does reduce the CD by like a little, like half a second. Not a big deal. Wait, ground stomp does damage, so it can lucky hit. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, whatever. BRB. Then we go test this thing out. Prefer flat damage reduction on chest and legs. CDR is giga OP. Giga OP. Barb stronger met? No, it's good. I think we're okay. I really value CDR, man. I really do. I don't. The Rage of Harrogath chest is probably still really good for this build. But let's try it without it, because I need this fortified generation. Let's roll with this. This looks good. All right, be back real quick. You know what though? I just thought about something. The walking tool, treadmill. Yeah, treadmill. I think I answered that question for you. Okay, yeah. I have a Russian bear. So if you just literally type the word treadmill in the chat, it'll link it for you. You know what I was thinking though? What I realized? Look at this. Look at how this is worded. Just type the word treadmill in the chat. Yeah. Look at this. Ground Stomp creates an earthquake, damaging enemies for physical damage over time. Do you think that scales with all my physical damage over time modifiers? You can ask questions, that's fine. Yeah, you're good. I got you. Do you think that scales with physical damage over time modifiers? It sounds to me that it's physical damage over time. Right? I don't know if it'd be worth though. Yeah. Ultimately, we're dealing 14% more damage, as opposed to 18% more damage, right? So I don't think it's worth yet. Let's see where this takes us. Let's see where this takes us. We'll do kind of another baby dungeon. Try it out. Let's see where it takes us. Let's see how it goes. Damage is super low, right? But it's more like about the buff. Oh, I want to do this first. Whoops. I want to run that little baby dungeon. We'll go back for that at some point. There we go. I have the ground proc. Oh, sorry, the proc ground stomp makes it bleed to fizz and stun in front. So, what build is that? Are you playing the walking arsenal build, where the 1,000 steps auto stuns?
Not while I'm in town.
The chance to stun ranged aspect only increases damage to the ranged stun. That'd be really odd. This enemies have a chance to be stunned for 2 seconds to hit you. You deal increased damage to stunned enemies. It doesn't say that you deal increased damage to those enemies stunned by the range stun, but is that actually how it works? If so, that's whack. Have you tested that? Or have you seen it be tested? If so, that's whack. I have to change that back. Because it doesn't read that way, does it? Hope it's not how it works. We're banking on it not working, not being like that. They weren't even gathered up. Okay. As far as your testing goes, okay. How did you test it? How did that? Because maybe it didn't look that different there. I don't know. That does sound kind of whack. I don't know. I don't know. But you never know, you know, do you? Never really know in this day and age. How's that Fortify looking, huh? Rock solid Fortify right now, though. So far, so good. On the fort. There he is. Oh, partner. Get me out of there.
Not ready yet.
You got a lot of CC, don't you, partner? Die. Look at that fortify though. That's looking solid, looking thick. Put this off on and off. Yep. We'll try. Damage ramping up a little bit. It does look almost the same though, doesn't it? That'd be super weird though, if that's how it worked. You only deal more damage to the mobs that were stunned by the ranged stun. It'd be so weird. Yeah. Circuit proc 4 times? Yeah, we're popping off with the rage in and spend, you know. Let's go real quick. We probably definitely tried on like an elite.
I'm not ready yet.
God, that's annoying. Bang, bang. We got most of that was getting vulnerable versus not being vulnerable. Holy. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. Yeah, we need to get the healthy stun duration thing too. That's another one. That'd be big. And crit on low health. So we do have some aspects to switch up. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, if that one's not good, then we'll go back. So we'll see. But I mean, yeah, that'd be so weird if that's how it worked, right? I like this enraged or this berserk fortify business. That looks good to me.
Not ready yet.
I'd like to get a few bleeds on these guys first. Because the hit that you apply with the rend is one thing, but hopefully that other stuff gets affected too. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's. Oh my god, I'm just tanking those stuns or those explosions. I need to not do that. Not good. Not good habits. Gotta prepare my stuff? Yeah, I know. I forgot. Just gotta not die, right?
No need to worry. I know you'll make it right. And I know you'll come tell me.
Just gotta not die and then we'll be fine. Surely. Ultra wide is so good, man. Are you enjoying the watching of it on ultra wide? Hope so.
Think on that.
Because it sure is nice to play. My experience playing the game is definitely improved with ultra wide. As long as it's okay for you guys on stream, then yeah, we're good to go. Travel to Skeletal Rise. Okay. Will do. Yeah, if I could make my stun duration last like way longer, like I could put on a two-hander, it would last forever. Be funny. Yeah, so the attack speed on core crit is probably my favorite aspect of the game. I don't think it really does that much to your overall damage as much as maybe just amping your damage itself, but it's the one thing that makes the game like feel so much better. Like your character just feels awesome, just popping off with attack speed. And eventually, once you get enough crit, you can do it. You can sustain it pretty nicely.
Not ready yet.
Oh wow, look at these guys. Big stuns, boys. Are we feeling the increased cooldown on Stomp a little bit? Oh no. What? Did I get sniped or did that thing explode on me? I feel like I just got sniped. That thing might have exploded on me. Did I like not have fortify for 1 second and I just died instantly? But that was an intentional thing to die in the very last mob of that encounter, so I get to do it again, right? All part of the plan. From that juicy XP, boys. Yeah, did that thingy spawn on me or did I just get sniped?
I must wait.
I think I just got sniped. Just 1 second without defense is just bop. Toast. So I do still have 2 ways of generating fortify. We didn't lose my old way of generating it, it's just things can get a little weird. Because I still generate fortify from overcapping rage. However, I don't overcap rage as comfortably now. Because we don't have a normal attack. Yo, I'll come off. Thank you so much. Red effects so good, they are. They really truly are.
I'm not ready yet.
We just need Rend and Blast Wave all the time. Just need both of them. That's much to ask. Is it? Okay. Feels like it works at any stun? Yeah, I that would absolutely make the most sense. But I mean, you never know. To be fair, you never know.
I must wait.
Alright, let's get some juices flowing here. That'd be so weird. But you never know. Maybe it actually, like, even if it's supposed to work on all stuns, maybe it, like, accidentally doesn't work on all stuns or something like that, right? Could happen. Those things do explode. Oh, there's no poison exploder guy, too. Yeah, Hammer of the Ancients is awesome. They do explode. I played it. I haven't played it this iteration, like since launch or anything. But yeah, I played it in beta. I loved it. Pop that thing up a little bit.
I must wait.
See, this is kind of an awkward time where I don't have rage. Oh, that's the dungeon though. Okay. Chop, chop. What's up, big fella?
I'm not ready yet.
Walling me off. Okay. Let's see, what do we need? Still fortify and just better rage. Just always more rage, basically. I do have some rings that give me extra generation of resources. We could try it. We could try it. I think I lose some other cool stats, but on a build like this, CDR and rage generation become like the most important thing. And rings, you can't get CDR on them, but you can get rage generation. Which could work. Get me out of this place. Let's go repair my gear. Okay. Get me out of here. Howdy, Mr. Clerks. Howdy. Now, Hammer of the Ancients is great. And the Fortify does not count as a barrier. Those are two different mechanics. But we do also have barrier generation, which we need. Wonderful Australia, what's up, man? Good afternoon from Cali. No, not Gold Cap for sure. Afternoon from Cali. We're testing out some builds, dude. We're doing some freaky stuff right now. But really not that freaky. We're mostly just ascending. Our build is ascending. There we go. That's a max rolled ground stomp right there. The game knows. The game knows where we're going. It's like, here, you're going to need this. You're going to need this. Go insane. But yeah, the fortify thing is still not looking too great. I think we're still going to want to go... we're going to go the route of Warbringer. Which is a little ways off, but we'll farm for it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is kind of interesting, but it's not good eye level for us, unfortunately. It was getting there, though. It was getting there, Smith, and thanks for the prime. Big flex for you. And Rage and big flex for the prime as well, man. Thank you, dude. What up, what up? Okay, let's maybe go take a peek and put on a resource generation ring. I do have a helmet that gives me 4 additional CDR. Did we try to reroll this helmet CDR? No, we can't. Yeah. 4 additional CDR would go a long way. But I'd lose a lot of health. And armor. And stats. Just gotta find a better helmet. Look at that bad boy though. 813. Oof. My other one is just like all stats, a lot of life too. The thing is, if I don't have fortify, it doesn't matter how much life I have. I just flop. Where's that resource generation ring? There was one of them. Was that all I had? This one, we could play around with this one a little bit. This is life, damage to close, resource from physical. This one's just kind of already good to go. We'd have to reroll something on it though. What's this one? 799. Max life. A very good resource generation roll too. Let's see if we can get that to roll crit. I think that's our most important thing is crit. Life, crit, resource generation. I think that's what my other one is, isn't it? Resource, crit, vuln, crit. Oh, it's not even life, that's right. Not even life! My goodness! One of our big flanks for you, and Storm Door for thanks to the Prime as well. So, yeah. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh, we had this one. That's right. That's right. It's only 744 though. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this other one. Thank you, Guinevere, as well. Big flex for those 2 subs. How does ultimate affect berserking? I don't know. I don't know if it actually does affect it. Don't know. It may not.
Can't do that here.
I think this ring that we have right here is our best bet to try to re-roll it and then upgrade it. And you get a bunch of stuff. But we need it to go crit, I think is what we're looking for. I think we're gonna re-roll. We're gonna re-roll the damage to close is good. Physical damage. I think those are 2 different buckets, right? %9 physical damage seems good. Right? What do you guys think is better? Just 9% overall physical damage, or gonna be over 20% damage to close targets? No, I want to keep the health. I want to keep the health. Because I'm gonna be taking health off. I've been trying to buff my character's health a little bit. Damage is bleed, which is physical. But yeah. Damage is multiplicative. Close I don't think is multiplicative, right? There's a different bucket. I guess if you just take the higher, just take the bigger bucket. Sure. You got to go in your skills and do weapon assignment. This one has resource. What I want to do is resource generation with health, right? Yeah, I think it's still close as well that we keep. Roll this off. 4.6 crit. Probably not a super high roll. No, it's actually pretty good. Okay, there we go. Let's try this ring out. We keep our crit, we gain life, we gain resource generation, and we're gonna just do damage to close, which is whatever. Right? That's whatever. But that'll do. That'll do. 799 ring. That becomes 16.2% resource generation, over 1,000 life, and 6% crit. So we're basically all we're losing is vulnerable damage, which is a bummer. But gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. The thing about resource generation is it's offensive and defensive for me, right? But we have to burn one of our very, very important bold chieftains aspects. So we have to be a little bit stingy with these, but a near 800 eye level ring that gives me a good amount of crit and life and damage to close. You know, it just comes a time. What did we roll for on this ring? Life? Yeah. This is kind of unrollable. This one gave me crit, so we have to keep that too. I almost want a second life ring though. Like life and resource generation with crit. We could try to like reroll this, right? We get resource generation, we'd get crit, and then we can try to get life. So just 2 rings that do kind of the same thing. Damage while berserking is such a very low roll though. This has it, kind of. This has resource generation, but it's such a low roll in the resource generation, and it's such a low amount, even though it's fully upgraded. This has baby crit chance. This has baby life, but we could upgrade it. But we don't. It doesn't have resource generation. Yeah, none of them are quite there. Yeah. None of them are quite there. Okay. I think it is what it is. Some sort of overlay to show. Yeah, so it's in the settings. I think I know what you're talking about. It's in the settings. We could try to get this one to go the right way. Let's try that before I do anything else. It's in the settings. You go to actually I can just show you. Options, gameplay. It's these two things: advanced tooltip compare and advanced tooltip information. Those are the compare is not as important. The information is what shows you the rolls and stuff. I don't think it does show you indicators as to whether it's additive or multiplicative though. I'm not using flay on my bar. No, you have to spec for it, but I'm not using it on my bar. Okay, so on this little ring, we want to see maximum fury. It doesn't seem that good. Neither is damage while berserking, but like I'm berserk a lot, so I feel like maximum fury. I don't really care about that as much. Like, I mean, it just makes it harder to overcap fury. Harder to be full fury. But it does mean I can spam harder. I think I'd rather just have damage while berserking. I'm berserk a lot. So what do we want to see? Life. I'd rather have fortified generation than anything else, so. Max life? I think that's a decent roll. It's like very low, actually. We'll put a little bit more gold into it, see if we can get more life. Can't do too much more, it starts to get real expensive. Vulnerable damage is cool, but I really think I want life still, man. I want to get some more beef on this character. You know? Thank you, Easy Dodge. Big flex for those 2 good subs, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna do one more, then it's gonna start getting too expensive. Okay. Alright. That's the amount of life that we're gonna have. Okie dokie. Gave it a try. Needs a socket, needs to be upgraded. That's gonna be about as good as it's gonna get right now. Give me 500 life? That's so bad. Compared to the 1,000 that it could have, it's very not good. But we're gonna run out of gold spamming that thing, so it probably just ends up being it is what it is situation. How good is the resource generation on it? It's not even that good. We're just putting it on to just give it a try. What does it even have on it right now? Nothing. Okay. All right. Now what we got to do is we got to go run this dungeon real quick. Whatever little dungeon this was. What's this thing? Legion? Yeah, okay. This is not going to be great. But we got to go run this dungeon real quick. Just to get it. Okay, I'm gonna glow in red. I put a little thing on my character to show that. Oh, actually, I probably should just go ahead and put the resource generation shout thing on the ring that. Well, I don't have a ring on at all right now. Yeah, let me put bold chieftain on this one. I think. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. And Prox, thanks for the prime, man. Big flicks for you. Appreciate it, dude. And East Dot, thanks for the 2 good subs. We didn't hit you with it already. Thank you. I'll show it to you in a second. What's going on there? That's another thing in the settings. Gameplay down here. Display player highlight, and then you can choose the color that you like. That's how it works. Refund 20% of your Fury cost. Only can happen once per skill cast. Is that good? I don't think so. I don't think that one is good. Unfortunately. Yeah, it looks kind of cool having the red outline, doesn't it? Alright, we're using one of our bold chieftains. I thought I had more than one. Okay, so here's 1.6. I'll save the 727. I think this ring is actually going to be pretty alright. Crit, big life, good resource generation. I think this ring deserves a decent enchant here. Oh, maybe I do this too. Did I change that? I think I already changed it back. I didn't. I'll keep it for now. Okay, so we're cooking this ring up, boys. The other ring I'm not so sure about. I really don't appreciate it rolling such low things. Should we put a couple more rolls into it? It's 1.7 million gold per roll. And it didn't. It could roll literally double its life. But it's a lot of gold. And it's not even that good of an item, so I don't think we do that yet. That's a lot of money. And what are you using money for? That's you know, that's the question, but that's just a lot. 2 more rolls, I'll be broke. I'll have 0 gold at that point. I want to save some for other crafting. Because look at the rolls on it, it's not even that good. This is pretty good though. Crit, big life, resource generation, damage to close. It's, you know, it's all right. It's all right. Put that on. Get some more life on this character. You guys want to do one more roll though? Hurting my feelings. Hurting my feelings. It got crit damage on it though. If we get gold hella fast, takes a while. I haven't watched it in the game. I need to. So the thing is, it's not even that good of a crit roll. It's a pretty cruddy life roll. But it's I mean, it could be like a bad. This ring is just cursed, unfortunately. It's just kind of cursed. It's really, really good. Oh, the documentary, good. Yeah, I need to see it. I need to watch it at some point. I think no matter what I pick here, I'm gonna throw it in the bin anyway. It's taking like 10 million gold for me, or more at this point. But if I'm gonna use it, I don't think I'm using it for its life, is the thing. It would be like a crit damage ring with berserking instead of vulnerability. I don't know. Yo, Prox, thank you so much, man. Big flex for it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. I think I'm just gonna destroy this thing anyway. It does have life on it though. It could be a resource generation crit ring. Look at that slap in the face crit roll though. This thing's cursed. All right. Oh no, I'm definitely. No, the other ring is just good. It's just done. Like, I just wanted to see if I could get a bigger life roll on it so I could have 2 rings. But this other one's just better anyway, I think. This one has... the 30% resource generation isn't that great, but... It's got crit, vuln, crit with resource generation. I just wanted to see if I could get another ring with life on it. So... But did we swap it over to the other one? I think we did. Swap it over to crit damage. Yeah. Let's see. If we're after the resource generation anyway, this one has the big resource generation and big life. That's the one we just put on. This one didn't have any life on it. So it could have been my resource generation life ring, I guess. Yeah, I should have probably left the life on it, but I think we just need to get rid of this thing. It's gonna haunt me. Thank you, Prox, the second one too, man. Big flex for you. Like it just, I think we have to destroy it so that it doesn't suck any more gold up from us, right? The same thing with this one. One of these are gold suckers. Yeah, I think all these are gold suckers. It's so close. If it rolled 1,000 life though, man, oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. We put about as much into it as we can, I think. This one needs to go too. Have we rolled this one at all? Yeah, this was like a lucky hit one. These were like some weird lucky hit rings. But I don't think you can really stack lucky hits is the problem. It's kind of a weird ring. It's very low eye level, but I don't think it needs to go into the bin just yet. These gotta go. These all must be destroyed. It's like the ring of Mordor. You gotta cast it into the fire. I should yeah. Cast it into the fire. Wait, where did this come from? I think I accidentally clicked that on my bank. Alright, we cast it in the fire, guys. We got it done. The core skill damage still affects your upheaval that you use with the standard. Yeah, isn't that cool? Thanks for that anonymous gifted sub as well. Okay, now we can go back to work. Yeah, I accidentally pulled it out of here somehow. Okay, we gotta extract that thing. Sorry, we are doing a lot of fussing right now, team.
I can't do that here.
That's half the fun with this game, is getting your gear all fussed with. Okay, so we have 2 resource generation rings now. One of them has life. One of them has vulnerable damage and crit damage. Both of them have resource generation and crit. So that's good. Alright, let's go do this dungeon real quick, just because I feel like I need to have it accessible in my codex. And then we'll go back to doing nightmares. Alright, the big flex though, 2 good subs. Thank you. Appreciate that. We tried. Back to making gold. It is what it is. We'll do it. Let's see, how's our video for today going? Pretty alright. Good. Very good. Lucy, thank you so much. Big flex for you. Thank you, that's thank you. How does ore power affect damage output? Does it proc sometimes? So you can proc it randomly, or you can use legendaries that like force it. Okay, so before we do that, should we just do this Helltide real quick? Helltide sometimes give us some loot, but I feel like it didn't really last time.
Not while I'm in town.
Maybe it's good gold, but I think we just run nightmares. I'll knock out this dungeon real fast to see how the Fury generation feels, and then we'll go back to work. The nightmares. Fatal Poison, thanks for the prime. Big flicks for you too. Yeah, I mean, they worked the way I thought it did, where you benefit from the weapon that you have equipped and also the technique that you're using. Yes. At least the mystery chest. Yeah, you think so? I don't know. Heavy weapon box for you? No, it's always the mystery chest. Always. Always mystery chest. Controller feels great. Been searching for answers to these questions for 2 days now. Got answered in a minute. Oh, there you go. Glad to help. Glad to help. Maybe we'll do the Helltide in a second. Maybe. Got this game the first time. It's my first RPG, and wow, so good. It is really fun, huh? Yeah, so this is the dungeon that you guys got to run. As our fresh barbs. Gotta do this dungeon. You must. It is a little bit too good. What? But I didn't do it. I'm a bad example of needing to run it, but it is what it is. Wow. There's a lot of slashing noises there.
I'm not ready yet.
How's that resource generation looking, boys? Looking pretty good in this environment, but I don't know how it goes overall.
I'm not ready yet.
Everything dies really fast in a normal dungeon, of course, so. Just put one little smacker on him. Here we go. Bop, bop. Potions? Thanks. Take that, spiders. Yeah, I think double resource generation rings might be overkill, but for this particular spec, maybe not.
Not ready yet.
Kind of might need it, really. Both for the fortify and for just, you know, not running out of rage between, you know, shout times, right? Lucifer, thanks for the additional gifted sub, too. Get that mount. And thanks for getting it here. Big flex for you. Appreciate it. Haven't found a mystery box yet? Okay, so you need to go watch my Helltides video, and you need to go to helltides.com to see where they are. That's the whole purpose of the Helltides. It's finding them boxes. That is the whole deal. Getting other boxes, it should really only be done after you've already gotten all the other ones, all the mystery ones. Yeah, this feels okay. Feels alright.
Not ready yet.
Chop, chop. A little more resources. Yeah, not to mention that other ring, it would require us to put on like only a 2 shout, 2 rage per second thing on the shout set of 3, which would also feel pretty bad, I think. So we tried with that ring, but it was definitely cursed. How many hours into the game? We've probably played an average of about 8 hours per day since it came out. Thunderbird hits occasionally. That's letting you know that our Wrath of Berserker has like ticked up a level. Okay, so wait, which way are we going? Was this the one where we saw that the door was locked, something like that? Or that just something to do? What is this? I don't. There's like 2 things to go down. Maybe it's the same thing and it just loops. I don't know. Oops. Oopsies. Oh, hello there.
Not ready yet.
Big fight here. But we're slapping him with the big stun. But the sound design in this game is very good, huh? It's the satisfying slices and booms and squelches. It's good.
I must wait.
Very nice. I mean, do these? I guess the normal dungeons do give you pretty good XP, don't they? They just run them fast, so level quick. I don't really want to be doing normals though. Just don't find them as exciting, but. Just noticing.
Not ready yet.
Splat. I guess this is the right way to go, right here. This'll do it. So we'll see how this feels in a tougher dungeon, but so far it feels pretty okay to me. Shout cooldowns and whatnot, but I think part of the shout cooldowns is also because we're killing things really fast. And then we have that glyph of disemboweling where killing things that are bleeding has a chance to reset my cooldowns, or not reset them, but reduce the cooldowns by 1 second, right? So that'll do it. I hope that damage increase on stun targets is working. I hope so. That'd be nice. I guess more than that would be a wasted thing if it wasn't working, but hard to tell because my on-hit damage is kind of low anyway. But that bleed is hitting hard. That's good. But whenever I have Wrath of Berserker up, it also like scales my damage up over time too. So for the Paragon point, nice. I guess these caves dungeons are also kind of nice just because there's potentially not as much backtracking or sidetracking to do, right? If you use Ground Stomp, you can scale the damage with stuns, which is cool, and it gives you Fury. And I guess you could play like Leap or Charge something too, but I think this works pretty good. Stomp. Pretty short cooldown as well.
I must wait.
Yeah, the AoE stun is pretty good. People say, does charge stun?
Ready yet?
I guess with Ren also just kind of like just lets you plant your feet and stun, just go ham, you know.
I'm not
I
ready
guess for mobility it might be kind of nice to have the thing, like leap or whatever. Yeah, I guess I'm just not as interested in charge, but leap could be kind of cool. There's also not really much of an animation on Stomp, so this doesn't really slow you down.
I must wait.
You know, just press it and go right back to work. With leap, you have to like do like a up and down, but maybe for PvP you could do that. If you want to play the same kind of deal,
I must wait.
have some mobility. This is not a PvP build though. We should probably put an elixir on. Just something. Nothing good, just something I have a lot of. It's like a peel build, yeah, like charge, like get the heck out of there, because it also makes you unstoppable, right? So if you need to just charge just to get the heck out of dodge, you know, in PvP.
I'm not ready yet.
Stun feels kind of good though. Can be used offensively or defensively, I suppose. Chop, chop.
I must wait.
Yeah, your rage generation is a little finicky though, right? Because there's no like, there's no basic attack to rely on. But I guess you just wait a second until you get your shot up again, right? Wait, was that did we complete the dungeon? Yeah, okay, good. Alright. Had to check, like, wait a minute now.